Hello everyone, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we're back with the Morrowind Book Club. I inquired of some people on Twitter, and I got a whopping 7 votes, so that is definitely representative of my entire audience. And everyone was most people were very adamant that I become a very sexy librarian and stay here in Kakronak's library and read as many of the books as I possibly can before I rush off to finish the game and stuff. And so to get things kicked off there, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this bookshelf. We're just going to go through all of the books. That's right, we're going through all of the books in Kakronak's library. And I guess we'll get started with this one here. I like doing things in order because, you know, my memory's pretty bad. So rather than going, have it in this one and start going around, picking around, we're just going to start here and work our way around the room. Yeah, sounds good. All right, so we're going to start things with the Consolations of Prayer. Through the bounty of blessed Almzivi, triune grace, and all the hosts of saints, the faithful who pray at the temple's shrines may be granted blessings through the miraculous sacraments of prayer and devotion. The three-sided shrines betoken the three-faced benison of Almzivi and may be found in temples or at sites of pilgrimage or at pilgrim waysides or in the tomb of the sanctified. You know what? It's so obvious, and I should have noticed up until now that yeah, all of the shrines all have a triangular shape. And you know, there's all this talk about the three, and like, there's an expansion called the Tribunal, like three. It's a very prominent theme, and it never occurred to me that hey, you know what? The shrines are all all reflect that same design. But yeah, there it is. The book just pointed it out and spelled it out for me. What benefits may be gained shall be listed herein for the edification of the worshipper and pilgrim. All shrines grant cures of common diseases, of blight diseases, and of afflictions of poison. You know, I would have liked to have known this before. Like, I don't know, maybe I just never read this book. Like, this might be a very common book. It's not valued very high, but it would have been nice to know this earlier. Like I found out on my own, but for some reason, I'm learning a lot from this book. The shrines bearing the images of Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil also may grant the blessing of Almzivi restoration, which restores damaged attributes, and the three blessings of Almzivi: Vivek's mystery for good fortune, Soul of Sothasil for magical power, and Lady's Grace for endurance of hardships. Those shrines bearing the images of the saints may also grant the particular blessings of the saints, which are listed for you here. Saint Aralor grants Aralor's intervention for fortifying character. Fortifying character, is that a personality buff? I'm guessing. Saint Dylan grants Shield of Saint Dylan for resistance to blight diseases. So I guess it's a resistance against disease, like what it just said. Saint Felms grants Felms Glory for greater skill in restoring magics. Greater skill in restoring. I read this as like restoring you how much magic you have, but I'm guessing it means it fortifies your restoration skill. Yeah, that would make more sense. Saint Lothis grants Rock of Lothis for fortifying the will. Okay, fortify willpower. Saint Maris grants Maris's warding for resistance to corpus disease. Well, Saint Maris, you've become very useless to me. Saint Nerevar grants Spirit of Nerevar for fortifying the body's vigor. Now, what if you got like you get a blessing of your own spirit? Like, do I get to become like double Nerevar? Because we're the Nerevarine, right? So, like, are we getting blessed with our own spirit coming back on us? Vigor. I don't know what vigor would be for. I've got to find a shrine to Saint Nerevar and see what it buffs. Because vigor, it makes me think like endurance. I don't know. Like a stamina type thing. Whatever. Saint Olms grants Olms benediction for resistance to common disease. Saint Realms grants Realms grace for endurance of hardships. Okay, so that's endurance, I'm guessing. Saint Rorus grants Rorus's bloom for fortifying the body's health. I guess that's a straight health buff or something. Saint Saren grants Saren's shield for resistance to poisons, and Saint Veloth grants Veloth's indwelling for magical power, and also grants the blessing of Almzivi Restoration, which restores damaged attributes. So Saint Veloth is a pretty good one. The faithful are granted these blessings when they pray at the shrines and make a modest donation. The blessed of the initiate rank, and higher of the temple have already made their devotions in service and piety, and need only pray at the shrines to receive their benefits. Oh, that's interesting. And Almzivi is generous, so even the unbeliever may receive a blessing if he prays, if he proves his respect with a generous donation. So when we, the blessed of the initiate rank. So I'm guessing when you join the temple, and if you get to the initiate rank, you can actually start getting the benefits without having to pay at the shrines. That is cool. That is neat. That like I love little things like that where it's like you get the benefit from the particular like faction that you've joined up with. It's just a little thing, but it's it's a perk. It's a perk of being part of the temple. No, yes, temple. No, the temple is. I'm trying to remember here. There's two main religious things. There's the ones of like the 9 or something. That's more of the imperial religion, and then there's the Dunmer, which is the tribunal temple. Yes, this is the tribunal temple. All right, so what's the other one called then? The imperial something. Okay, actually, I'm kind of curious. Did I join the temple? I was thinking of joining it, but I don't know if. Yes, I did. I'm a layman, so I'm not an initiate yet, so I don't get those cool perks. And here I am at the end of the game. I could have used that. Oh well, that's fine. So that has been the Consolations of Prayer. If you liked this book, if you liked it, or this little, very incredibly short video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what were your thoughts on basically this manual in the game, telling me what little buffs I could get throughout the game. Yeah. So until I get to the next book, I'd like to ask you all to game on.